Thank you so much. So the next question is again from Mane to Arkan.
I can combine the two questions. I have two questions and both of them to Barton, so I can combine. One is with all the appreciation of your hard work during this short period that you joined us, you still have quite short period as part of ESN, and it's quite a difficult NGO, even the ones that are inside the organization for a year, sometimes like you are confused what it is and the terminology. So how do you think, how can you overcome these challenges of being in ESN for lesser time? And the other one was, can you open this?
Prime management team.
Yeah.
Wait, guys. No one needs to wait. 5 seconds. Go.
Okay, thank you very much. As you know, I'm a German. I try to do my best during this short period of time. We make an Erasmus Schools project in this short period of time. We make guidelines, especially I wrote about short-time Erasmus projects. We make good videos, reels. We participated a lot of projects with Alpine, with many other, we met a lot of students at the universities, and I think this short period of time is enough to know that if someone wants to make a new figure for these organizations and to make this organization much more better, I'm one of the main participants of these organizations that wanted to make ESN Armenia much more visible, much more preferable for all the others too. And I will continue to do it, even if I will not be the brand strategist or youth officer in the organization, because I want to see ESN Armenia in the high level of organization in these NGOs sphere, in these NGOs time. Thank you, Welcome John. We are passing the floor to Afi.
It was this for Arpi, so, sorry, it was this for Arkan. So the next question is from Lucine.
Thank you everyone for your presentations. I have a question regarding the partnership aspect of the brand strategies responsibility. I was wondering if you guys have any specific partnership that you will aim to kind of sell the brand of ESN, or a category of partnership, like which area of partnerships do you plan on expanding the brand and collaborations with? Thank you.
Razumem, aber das haben
Sen nasıl Hüseyin Kaçak'la daha da teknoloji. Wait.
After Fiora. Okay, now you can go. Avrea Portal, Lucine, Avrea Portal, Sandrine, Lucine, thank you very much for the question. First of all, I want to say that I am working at Arbitration and Mediation Center, and one of my main dreams that, as I know, international ESN has their arbitration court or something like connecting the arbitration, and one of my main dreams, even if I will not be this brand strategist, to make arbitration court in ESN Armenia. So this is one of my main goals that I will try to make, and to make arbitration goal for ESN Armenia. This will be my first step and the good step I think. Thanks a lot.
First of all, I want to mention that it's going to be great to have good printing partners, because we all know it's like people who work with houses, they all know it's so hard to work with them because they're always late. And we need something ASAP, like something quickly. It's very hard to get ASAP from them if you are not good with them. For first, I want to mention that. And for the second one, it's can be good to have places to do presentations for our partners, like something like Office, which our president candidates mentioned, that it's going to be great to have an office because it's like some mandatory presentation presentation, some kind of a serious step to show that we are serious, we're doing everything on another level.
Thanks a lot for the answer. Mary?
Thank you so much. So the next question is from Omane Sukinya. It's to Arki.
Swati?
I will use my question. I just registered for both, but I will ask questions inside. So, first, the start from Marta. Really thank you for your hard work in ESN during this semester. And we already know your professional experience, and it's really very useful for ESN, I think. But as Prince Classic is also coordinating communication and social media part of ESN, I would like to ask you about, do you have any experience, I'd like to hear if you have any experience about social media management and communication, because anyway, the position will coordinate also these teams. And for Arki, we already see your hard work really, like every time when I'm asking Arki that we need this kind of graphic, other thing, like Arki always telling me, like, I don't like Arki should do, always Arki can do, but you really did great job and really did great graphic design. But I think there is this communication that this position, for this position, we are not looking for graphic design. We are looking for public relation. Complicated. I mean, I know that it's a little bit complicated because the this position is new and not everyone knows. Are you clearly know what this position means? Because we see two graphic designs, but not another one.
Yes. Who do you want to answer the first?
I asked first what class?
Wait, you want yours?
Want yours too? You can start. Thank you very much. I know that most of you knows about my work because I say that I'm working and which kind of platforms I'm running, like Facebook, LinkedIn, like websites and many others. And I'm trying to make a visibility too. And this year, for example, for ESN Armenia, I make more than 4 reels. I make a lot of like graphics and many others. It's not really like it's not really good that they do not connect it and I can't work with communication team, but we can solve this problem too. If I will become the brand strategist of the organization, I think that RP also will help me to make the brand, or I will help RP to make the brand much more visible, and it is not a really difficult thing. And I think that we will connect with our resources and we can make our ESM brand much more visible. And we can run a lot of efforts, we can run a lot of accounts, and I think we can reach the goal that ESN Armenia wants. It's not only for our individuals, we are making our company much more good than for us. And we will use our resources, I think.
Thank you. Now the floor is passed to Arki.
As I mentioned in my presentation, I'm not talking about the graphic design, but I'm talking about the communication because we look at the partners. And as an example, in my professional career, I'm not just a graphic designer, I'm a brand designer. I'm gonna create brands like hotels, I don't know, bakeries, even in my now present job into one, creating full brandings, full marketing and PR campaigns for everyone by starting from the I don't know keywords, starting from the strategy, how it's going to get to the students, how it's going to get to our partners, how it's going to get to our donors. So I've done this before. Of course, ESN and ESN International also very big and hard challenge because we are going to start from the ground, we need to build it. But again, with the two malls as an example, we are working with the international center, so I have that experience to have some brand and to develop it in different ways in different projects.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mary?
Thank you so much. And the next and last question is from Mohamed Zakuri.
Again, sorry for the question. So my question is, during your presentation, also oral answers to our questions, you mentioned several times the brand management team. that the board that created this position and in general this position as a board member, it doesn't incline to have a team. As of others, like Vice President of Development doesn't have a development team. Such. You will be working with the team managers, the ones who choose, mostly communication, partnership, and others, IT. But you draft your policy and then discuss with other board members and then implement it through the team members and volunteers in the organization. So I want to clarify this. Do you want to create a separate team? Sorry, we can't hear you when I speak, sir. So my question is whether you are going to create another team because it's almost not possible. You have just a board member who will be responsible for that with the volunteers and things that we want to have.
1 second, button.
You can speak. Thank you very much, Mahmoudjan. I was a youth and educational officer, but I've done a lot of work that connected with other positions too. If you want to make something interesting and something good for yes and Armenia, it's no matter which other positions you are. But because we are speaking about brand strategies, and I know that there will be a lot of good volunteers and many people who will try to work with me, and we will try to make yes and Armenia much more visible. They will use their resources. For example, we can make one Telegram chat, then we can discuss what we are thinking for, and we can make good examples and good things in this sphere. That's why my opinion that it's not that we are making officially something. No, if you want to make yes and Armenian branding much more better, and because this is new one as I mentioned, I can do it. It's no matter which musician, it's no matter which musician you are.
Thank you. The floor is next. With this?
Was your question only to Martha?
Yes.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's just clap to both our candidates. All right. So we are good to go with our last candidate, and let's greet Eric Sardarian. So, Eric Sardarian is applying for the main auditor.
Finally. Hello guys. So, may I start?
Yes.
Most of you must probably know me, but some of you might not. I'm Eric Sardarian and I'm running for the position of main auditor of PSM Agreement. And most of you actually used the slide with who am I, but I didn't. I don't know if it's obligated or not, but it's some background about me. I was born and raised in Russia. I'm Armenian. I'm 22 years old. I'm Aries, and I speak 4 languages, which are seen on the slide. As for my interests, there is no something special. Some casual things, and you can see that traveling is bold and red. You might ask why. That's why I'm so passionate about traveling, and I want to thank Yes and Armenia for giving me the opportunity to travel. We are adventurous. As you can see, from the start of the year, I traveled to Portugal, Rome, in February, having a connected flight around and visiting community meetings in Porto. And after just a couple of months passed, that I went to the GH in Here you can see our beautiful Miss Vice Chair with my travels. Yes. Well, actually, for those who might not know, we were presenting visas with no reason, actually. And but that's not what I'm talking about today. I want to introduce myself, my background. It has been more than 2 years that I work in the Central Bank of Armenia as an auditor, which actually fully aligns with the position that I am running for. And last year I graduated from the Russian Armenian University, the Faculty of Economics and Business. And just after graduating, I was enrolled. I joined ESN Armenia, first as a partnership associate, partnership team member, and just after a semester, I was promoted to vice partnership manager. And a big achievement of mine is that I'm a member of the Institute of Internal Auditors. It's actually just like ESN, an international organization which has a lot of sections all over the world, and I'm part of the Armenian one. And I passed a month ago a certification of an internal auditor. Before talking about my action plan, I want to briefly tell you what I've done so far in the partnership team. Of course, all credit go to the teamwork because it's not only my achievement. I would like you to give a round of applause for the partnership team. Established approximately 30 new partnerships across Armenia, primarily in Yerevan, and expanding to Gimli, Monazel, and Dilijan. After we developed a comprehensive and up-to-date database of all of our partners, commercial, non-commercial, and so on, we reviewed and regularly reinforced existing partnership agreements, introduced a clearer segregation of duties within the team, update the official partnership presentation, coordinate with the international team, and one main achievement is that all of our partners were added to the ESN Council, which was very long awaited thing actually. And of course, we maintain close collaboration with the other teams, with the OC of the NA and BR. And finally, I want to talk about my motivation and action plan. First, I want to tell you what is audit. I'm not going to tell you the classic definition given by the institute and so on. Just imagine that it's a health check and you are an organization, so we are going to dive deep into finances, operations, and processes in order to make everything clear and transparent. With all due respect to the current audit commission, in my humble opinion, today we have this point where our audit is passive, isolated unit which provides only compliance and semi-annual reports twice a year. And after my action plan and activities, I hope to have a proactive and engaged audit commission, which is going to provide consulting and assurance activities and work with changes. Finally, my action plan. First of all, as we are actually don't have any official regulation connected to audit, only the charter. I'm going to introduce an internal audit charter, which is going to describe the authorities, responsibilities, and purpose of the internal audit by the next NA. After I'm going to conduct a team-by-team process inventory, so I'm going to coordinate, collaborate with the board support and each team to understand how many processes and functions do we have in each team, and to try to assess risks and potential negative impact that may occur. And finally, we are going to provide recommendations, and so it's not about just providing them, but following up and making sure that it is implemented in time and properly. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can have a seat here. So the questionnaire is already open, so please pop up with some questions. We have the first question from David Saxon.
Anyway,
First, thank you for representing us on information list. Okay, my question is, like, can you a bit explain, like, describe several steps that you're going to do as the main auditor? Like, I don't know, your first steps, like, your steps after, like, the semester, during, are you going to have calls, reports, and complete?
Yeah, of course. First of all, as I mentioned, we don't have now a control audit chapter, which doesn't allow me to make the audit that I see that should be. And that's why, first of all, I want to give you a control audit chapter. And this chapter is going to describe how the audits will be done. As you said, it's going to include all the communication with teams. So yeah, there are going to be a lot of calls. I'm going to participate in the chats of the team as it should be. And audit is done in 3 steps actually. First of all is planning. I'm going to do it by myself, communicating with the team manager, having interviews and understanding the context. After I'm going to identify the probable risks and evaluate them and try to give recommendations and steps to avoid them.
Thank you so much. The next question is from Ravana Shambikan.
What was your presentation this week?
Like, I would take as a compliment.
Thank you so much. The next question is from Ravana Zukinia.
I have 2 questions actually. How are you managing cooperation with both during your mandate? And also, I would like to ask, do you know that if you get this position and being auditor, you can participate in other activity in ASN Armenia because in the auditor you should be independent and how to audit for all events, for all structures, so it means that you should keep your independence. Don't participate in any other events in ASN Armenia. Do you realize it?
Okay, thanks for the question. Answering the second question, first, that's why I'm applying for this position. Not clear. Of course, there exists a conflict of interest between the auditor and other team members, but there is some nuances because the conflict exists if I am doing a certain audit of a complete team. For example, if I'm having an audit engagement with the compound team, I can't have close communication with the compound team manager during this process. But it doesn't stay me from going to some casual events and just fun with team members. And I will understand that I can't be a part of the OC team for any other board support, and I fully understand this and accept.
So you can cooperate with both how you
Yes, according to the audit standards, actually, the internal audit is fully reporting to the board. And so the communication is going to be the way that board requests. If you want some insights or assurance, I'm going to provide this for you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Just for my information, is there anyone who wants to type in a new question? Okay, then I'm closing. Thank you so much. The next question is from Didi Zaksa.
Okay. My question is the following, like, have you ever had a call or discussion with a previous or present parties auditor? And because I want to understand the difference of Shoshan's vision in terms of audit and yours. Because if I remember right, she was suggesting having a main auditor, the vice, and like, if I'm not mistaken, like 3 people in this department, let's say. Do you share this opinion as like this?
First of all, I will share the opinion that we are going to have three positions for the audit commission team because we are not that major enough to have so many positions. And we just honestly one good candidate can perform all this because in such a small organization as NGO, audit can be fully done by one member throughout the whole semester. And what is the first question?
Do you have you ever had a
Oh, sure, you know, I have not all some personal things with audit. I just had the opportunity to ask questions regarding the reports during the last May and the current May.
Thank you so much. The next question is from, Manet Zazagan.
Thank you for the presentation. I'm positively surprised. How well done. So my question is two components. One is if you see a misconduct violation or something, what kind of policy measure you have on board with you? And the other one is more about I do remember, correct me if I'm wrong, that you represented last Shoshani that there is a financial outlet. So my question is towards you, are you going to have a small component of financial outlet or are you going to?
Well, asking the second question, of course, that was the whole purpose of the audit to provide both financial and operational part. And as for the financial part, I'm going to do some activities. Well, first of all, review the budget, of course, and identify if all those written there, expenses, revenues, costs, and stuff are true, transparent, and if there are evidences of those, for example, checks or receipts made. And answering to the first question, I'm sorry.
The policy on.
Okay, if there is some misconduct or violence as an auditor, well, we don't have an application position, and that's why I will take this out to discuss these issues with the board.
Thank you. And the last question for today is for Hüsnü Atakan.
Okay, I was wondering that if you already have some kind of, if you already scanned some kind of issues, like key issues that the network has in front of it, as let's say, candidate may have it, and if so, what kind of solutions or improvements do you see for those issues?
Unfortunately, I don't want you to understand me wrong, but as an auditor, the standards of internal audits don't allow me to answer such kind of questions because audits functionally and administratively reports only to the board, and I can discuss this only with the board or with the team manager in a more face-to-face.
Okay, so it was the last question, so thank you so much.
Comment.
Yeah, just the last one.
Yes, of course. I just remember that answering to this question and also the question connected to conflict of interest, I mentioned that I am the member of the Institute of Internal Auditors, and any misconduct or violation made from my side regarding audit is going to disqualify me as an auditor because it's an audit.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much to everyone for being here, for being active, for asking questions. Thank you for the candidates for presenting their presentations, their speeches. And as we decided, we're moving the two topics like for tomorrow, and we will have topic proposal for statute changes and also the next NA destination presentations tomorrow. So we're good to go today. Let's have a good party tonight. And yeah. Thank you so much.
Here's you can have your keyboard here, and then you will be off to the hotel, and then we will meet 8:30 p.m. At Karash. To have our after party.
8:30.